Have you ever made the mistake of buying the wrong backpack? I have. So let me help you figure out getting the right one. Hey everyone, glad you're back. So that question, have you ever bought the wrong backpack? I have. One of the first backpacks I bought was a Climate 35 liter backpack. Now the problem for me was I didn't know what liters meant. So liters are the capacity of the backpack, not the size of the backpack, but how much can actually be carried. Now the capacity only matters in the amount of days you're going to go, because the capacity is all varied on your food. Once you have your basic gear dialed in, it's always going to be the same. It doesn't change. It only takes up so much space, but the amount of food required will change. So that was my problem. That's what I learned, that liters truly matter. None of my gear would fit into that 35 liter backpack, so my rush to lose weight to go ultralight was a bad choice. So the type of backpack you use, whether it's external frame, internal frame, or frameless, really doesn't matter. That's all a personal preference. Now, there are reasons why people choose one over the other. Now, if you look, the external frame backpack, it's large. Average weight for one of these is 5 pounds alone, but it's really comfortable. It can hold a lot. They are basically a 55 liter size. They don't really come smaller. Good pads, good hip belt, ventilation for your back to help limit sweat. Overall, a great beginner backpack. I used one as a Boy Scout, and that was my first pack even after leaving the Boy Scouts. I like them. There is a good purpose for them, especially if you're car camping. You can strap a lot to it if you're going just for a short miles, not a long distance. It's great. I actually used this one on the Ray Lakes Loop, and it worked for me. So now let's talk about the internal frame backpacks. This is my Hyperlight Wind Rider. It's got mesh on the backside so things can dry. Has a hip belt, pockets on the hip belt for organization, comfort, transfers the weight again to your hips. I love the Hyperlight design. Side closers, roll top, and a top closure as well. This is a 55 liter backpack. When I need more space, I'll just roll it down less. If I need less space, I roll it down all the way. Now this backpack again has internal frame. It rides right on your back, so there is no ventilation. This pack is not ultralight, but it's very lightweight. It's comfortable. However, it basically is just one big pocket. So you have to learn how to pack your pack. That'll be for another video. This is good for multi-day hikes where I'm going to be out for a few days. And I like to use this also in the snow because it allows me, there are a couple attachment points where I can use, well, I've attached this webbing right here as well. So I can strap my snowshoes on, my crampons, my ice axe, and all those additional types of things. But this is my go-to pack. I love it. So lastly, we want to consider the ultralight backpack. No frame. This is the Z-Packs Nero. It's a little bit over 10 ounces. It is like the Hyperlight. It has a roll top closure. It has the option of using a belt. I don't use hip belts on this because my base weight is so light. My pack weight is so light. I have recently got the additional Y strap so I can wear my bear canister over the top. Being out here in the Eastern Sierras, we usually have to carry a bear can. So that's what that's for. So this pack is the same thing. It's just one big pouch, and you gotta learn how to pack properly to make things work. So no frills, a little bit of webbing. Really can't strap much to the outside. This is a good back mesh pocket for drying things. You know, a couple side pockets. I love this backpack. This is the one I typically use up to 3 seasons, depending on how cold it gets. Because when it's colder, obviously you got to have more gear, warmer sleeping bag. So it's gonna be a little bit bulkier. And when I go in the snow, I use, you know, a closed foam pad as well. But that's the basic gist. So I do hope that understanding what the capacity is required for going out, that this will help you navigate what sort of backpack you need. You also have to have the proper fit. This chart will show you the measurement of where you measure from your C7 to your lilac crest to get the right length for your torso. Now, women have to size theirs up a little bit different. Depending on your physical circumstances and how fit you are, I'd always recommend carrying as little as possible. If you're not physically fit, why burden yourself with a big backpack? And the larger your backpack is, the more apt you are to want to fill it up. That's just a mentality thing. You know, you have more space, you have more fears. Better to go lighter, smaller, and more comfortable. So please make a good choice when you buy your first backpack. Don't do what I did. I bought something too small and had to send it back.